not staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Jackson steps away. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. One last shot for Jackson. throwing to his left. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw, but guess what? There's still two-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. The play works, and we are headed to overtime.
That's the way to get it going, boy.
I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the two-point try. Why did they go for the two-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for two, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. First throw of overtime for Murray. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Murray off play action. And Green with a catch left side. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he gets it down to the 32. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On first down, it's Connor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They run with Connor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.